Hi everybody, back again to do a little quick exercise here in how to make an infinity scarf. Now for all of you that jumped online and grabbed that special deal that Barb did, we're going to go ahead and whip this one up and put it together. This is such a fun and simple project. You're going to want to make a ton of them for Christmas presents, all kinds of stuff for winter. This is great for kids, it's great for adults. Guys, girls, everybody. You can make them as long as you like, or you can make them the way the pattern has it. Excuse me. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and lay out the fabric. 36 inches. Mine's about an inch or so longer. I'm just going to leave it. By 18 and a half, it's already cut. So we'll lay that out nice and straight. And we are going to go ahead and fold it right sides together. Okay. Now, we're just going to pin it. I just got these pins from Barb and I love them. They are magic pins and they're wonderful for this type of bulky fabric. Actually, they're just great for everything. Okay, so we're lining it up so it's even on both sides. Just feel it. Put your pin through. Now, we need to have a walking foot. If you have a walking foot, I highly recommend that because this is kind of thick and it helps move all 3 layers or 2 layers or however many layers you have through the machine at the same time. So if you have a walking foot, make sure you have that on your machine. If not, I mean, you could do it without it, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So we'll go ahead and get this pinned. And, get up in there. And we'll go ahead and put that one there. Okay, now we've got this pinned. What we're going to do is we are going to sew about a 3/8 seam, about this far in. We're going to go ahead and sew it straight down the long side. Then we're going to go ahead and pull it right side out. So let's go ahead and do that first. Let's go over to the sewing machine. Okay, we're at the machine now. I need to move this over to zero it out for where my setting is for the middle of my walking foot. And we'll go ahead and set it right there. I'm going to set mine right on the edge of this to follow that. That should come out just perfect. And you want to lock your stitches in at the beginning and at the end. So we'll back up, we'll go back out, okay. Whoops, sorry about that. And you see how this is feeding the fabric right through? Make my stitches just a little bit bigger. sew it right down the line. And now I'm going to go ahead and back this up about an inch because I know I'm going to be trimming it. Okay, we're back. I went and trimmed my edges just to make them straight. Just gave them a quick whack on both sides. What we're going to do is we're going to stick our hand in here. And we're going to go ahead and pull this through. Oh, how yummy. Now, keeping with here's where the seam is. We are going to give this half a twist, just one. And we are going to start pulling this through to the wrong side again. From the bottom here, put your hand in and just pull it up. Here's your seam. Let's find the seam over here. Where are you hiding? Oh, you're over here. Okay, so they're on opposite ends now. And let's tuck that in. There's your seams right across from each other. We can shake that down into it. Tuck it in. There we go. What we want to do is have the two edges together. And this stuff will itch your nose once you cut it because it flies all over the place. So let's go ahead and make sure that these are on opposite ends. Here's one seam. Here's the other seam. Tuck it down a little bit more. Give mine a little shake. Let gravity do its job. And now we're going to go ahead and pin this. Let's see, we'll go this way. We'll start right here. We'll put a pin in there. And we're going to go ahead and put the same 3/8 inch seam all the way around, but we're going to leave about a 2-inch space or a 3-inch space so we can pull it through again. And then we'll just go ahead and sew that shut, either by hand or by machine, however you like to do it. Okay, there's that. Let's bring this around here, keeping the seams even. Pull mine out like that. Okay. I'm going to put this pin here. Now I want to leave 3 inches open, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 inches. I'm going to mark that with a different color pin. So I know I have to stop and I'm going to need to back up and lock those stitches down. And let me get a different pin for here as well. So I know I need to leave it open there. And let's go ahead and pin this again. That down there. And that's pinned right on the end. We'll go ahead and pin that right there. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take my little table off so I can sew right around the arm. Okay. Just a second. I went ahead and slid my table off. I'm going to go ahead and push this down a little farther so it's nice and flat underneath here. Let's move this over just a hair. Okay. We'll go ahead and slide this in. Get this underneath. Try to flatten it all out real good. I'm going to go this way. Slide it under there. Make sure that it's, you can feel in the back here. Make sure that you've got it all underneath, nice and flat. Go ahead and take this needle out. Put that underneath the needle. There we go. Needle down. Take a few stitches and lock it down. Now I'm coming up to where I have to stop. Take that out. I'll pull this around. A couple of stitches and we'll go back. And we'll go forward. I like to go a lot. Okay. Look at that. Lift it up. And we'll just pull it through to the two needles, right, two pins right here. Right there. And that's sticking up a little bit, so we need to work that down. There we go. It is right there. And we'll need to go back and forth a few times here. And pull this through. A little pull. So simple. Okay, I'm coming around to the end here. And I'm going to go ahead and back over that again. Oh, and I just popped that. That was my needle. Oh well, can't get everything the way you want it. Hang on a second. Well, we've got a busted needle, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and change it anyway. Now we're going to go ahead and take this. We'll trim that. And we've got this sewn all the way around the edge. Let's get this one. We'll cut the threads off. And we need to find our little spot here. Right here, and bring it on through. It's not hard to pull through because this stuff is so soft and slippery. It's very easy out of a small spot. Okay. And let's turn this all right side out. Oh, yum. Look at that. Now, here is our seam. We have one tiny little hole right here. And all we have to do is just whip stitch that shut. You can even cheat and do it on machine if you like, but I would rather sew that by hand. And that is your infinity scarf. It's all done. Take a look at that. Beautiful. And how long did it take to make? Not long at all. Just don't be like me and break your needle at the very end. But if you are going to break it, do it at the very end. This is so soft and so comfortable. I love this. Enjoy it. Have fun making it. Post them online wearing them so we can see what you look like with them. See you later, guys.